자, 오늘도 스카이림 시작합니다. 이제 연휴예요, 그죠? 오늘은 금요일, 토, 일, 월? 오늘 손님이 갑자기 손님 중 한 명이 펭수 목소리랑 너무 똑같다 그래갖고 깜짝 놀랐네. 어떻게 펭수 목소리랑 맞더라. 김명권! 자, 갑시다. 어쨌든 자, 어제 어디까지 하다 왔죠? 해적 캐치였고, 맞아, 등대 껐죠. 등대. 용감한 탐험가들과 그들에게 부와 명예를 가져다주는 비온다! 아, 나 이 비 오는 거 싫은데. 잠깐만. 아, 여기 비 오고 그러냐. 비 오는 건 좀 에반데. 잠깐만요. 카톡 좀 확인하고. 누구인가? 누가 카톡을 했는가? 아이. 쇼다운이라고. 아우, 비 오는 거 싫다. 나 비 오는 거 너무 싫어. 일단 나중에 하고. 날씨, 맑은 날씨. W 00100 됐다. 저는 비 오는 날씨가 싫기 때문에 비 오는 걸 끄겠습니다. 치사하지만 비 오는 건 싫어요. 됐다. 아유, 날씨 너무 좋네. 이렇게 좋은 날씨를, 아름다운데, 응? 이런 스카이림의 좋은 풍경을 깨뜨리면 안 되지. 아침 4시다. 자, 지금 우리가 미션을 뭐가 나왔나 봅시다. 바드 대학을 조사하기, 솔리튜드의 야를 엘리시프와 대화하기, 습시 근원 조사하기, 모탈의 야르에게 돌아가기? 이게 뭐야? 필요 없어. 꺼져. 삭제. 아유, 미션이 이렇게나 많아요. 퀘스트가 많아서. 이건 뭐지? 자리라에게. 아, 얘가 걔구나. 가자, 일단. 컴온. 지금 달이 없잖아요. 그 달이 없으니까 밤이 너무 어두워요. 아, 근데 너무 아름답다. 그렇지 않니? 이런 횃불의 이런 음영, 광원, 이거 봐요. 너무 멋있어. 방패 봐요. 방패 광원 지금 빛나는 거 보이죠? 지금 제가 등대 불 꺼달라 그래갖고 불을 껐잖아요. 그래서 등대 불 꺼달라고 의뢰한 애한테 한번 가보려고요. 가봅시다. 따라라라라라. 저쪽이 이제 바드대학. 아, 진짜 멋있다. 진짜 이거 할 때마다 너무 감탄스러워요. 와, 저기 뭐죠? VR로 온전하게 그 RPG 게임을 즐길 수 있는 건 진짜 스카이림이 최대치인 것 같아요. 폴아웃도 해봤는데 폴아웃 꺼져. 자, 카톡 와서 카톡 좀 확인할게요. 아이씨, 이거 이게 버대탑은 화면을 볼 수가 없구나. 쇼다운 하기로 해서. 쇼다운은 에이씨, 검색이 안 된다고? 맞는데. 자, 그렇답니다. 따라란, 아침이 됐어요. 아우, 안개가 꼈다. 야, 또 안개가 또 자욱하게 꼈니? 저장을 한번 합시다. 퀘스트가 소등하라. 그렇지. 등대 끄고 쟤한테 하나씩 퀘스트를 해결해 봅시다. 근데 이거 너무 뭐지? 여기는 뭐 아무것도 없나? 골드. 사골드 이런 건 좀 그렇다야. 여기는 불타버려서 뭐 아무것도 없는 것 같은데. 여기에 뭐가 있는 건 아니겠지, 미션이? 괜찮아요? 갑시다. 같이 만개 분위기 있어. 오, 항구에 딸랑딸랑 거리는 종소리. 저게 상선인가봐. 그지? 어디야? 씨. 항구에 있구나. 오케이. 야, 연말 새끼야. 아이씨, 으차 점프. 야, 등대 껐어.
Looks like you had no trouble.
등대에 불은 껐다.
The effects have already been felt. The ice runner has failed to dock on time. Without the lighthouse, the ice runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
오케이. 그럼 물건 훔치러 가면 되는 거야? 오. 어디로 가면 돼요? 하하. 오케이. 이거는 나중에 해도 되겠지? 지금 당장 안 해도 되는 거겠잖아. 그죠? 뚜루루루루루. 이쪽으로 갈까? 참. 위로 가자. 물안개 좋고요. 물안개. 왜 오다 많이? 너는 매직각 피해. 이거는 라벤더인가? 총 방어력 강화. 이거 하나하나 물량 만들 때 쓰는 거니까. 아름다운 솔리튜드에서 미션은 퀘스트를 하는 중입니다. 솔리튜드에 바드 대학이 있어요. 바드 대학에서는 우리가 어구 가만있어 봐. 미안 빨리 와. 바드 대학에서는 마법을 배우나 한번 가봅시다. 우리가 미션을 해야 될 게 옷을 좀 갈아입어야 되는구나. 참, 옷 되게 빛나는 옷으로 갈아입어 달라고 하지 않았나? 그지? 옷을 갈아입자. 우리 가만히 있어봐. 옷을 화려하게 반짝이는, 그치? 요걸로 내 오빠, 나 어때? 내 옷에 대해서 한마디로 해줘야지. 아우, 안개 진짜 많네. 아, 그거 미션 뭐였지? 솔리티드의 우리엔 모넬라스가 이 방법에 숨어 있는지를 좀. 아, 이거 회사 여기 너무하네. 금지된 사람. 일단 가자. 바드 대학 조산. 맞아, 푸른 궁전 가보라 그랬잖아. 저게 푸른 궁전이네. 안녕하세요. 어우, 비켜워. 길막.
Oh, master, it's your time.
Fine day, isn't it?
Depend on you so much.
뭐라 했어? 누가 뭐라고 했는데? 아저씨가 뭐라고 한 거 아니야?
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
새끼 맥주 처먹으면서.
Please, take pity on an old. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into
왜
chaos.
그렇게 생각해? 노예군성 쩌는데?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
엥? 광기의 정신? 어잉?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return.
이게 뭐야?
Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences.
이게 사기꾼 아니야?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return.
비켜봐, 다른 데.
He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, but you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
너 니는 그런 건 아닌 것 같은데?
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they could help for such an important matter.
알았어.
Until next time.
Do you need something?
목소리 이상한데? 이거 뭐야? 이 푸른 공전으로 들어가는 데 아니야? 솔리티드 지하 뭐지? 이건 뭐야? 이건 또 뭐야? 뭐 항아리를 가져갈 이유는 없지. 또 잠자리 아니야? 이건 뭐지? 지하 의지라고 되어 있었거든요. 뭐예요 여기서? 누구니?
Four mortals made a pact, dressed in blood, signed in blood. The hollows scream words unknown, knells of silence to forewarn
비군이야?
that which cannot be unseen. Darkness fathomed daylight's dream. Signed in blood, dressed in blood. Neither death nor calm nor coming spring can stop the scarlet rain or sea. For the seeds have been planted in the void, and the void planted in the seed. Rot and die, maggots and flies, ill omens and ill wind. The dawn of terror is the dusk of man, and the fishwife knows it. Four mortals said the words and brought the blight upon this land. The third with sand, the stage is built, but the chairs are all but sterile. For when darkness fells the day and swallows the stars, all that's left to light the path is the fire that burns in mortal hearts. Steel tongues and iron teeth clack day and night for but a septem's peace. The tail said, I smell another. The knives said, four mortals
아이, 뭔 말이야?
Fifth one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign, shivered in the shade to hide from shades, and say the words that felled the day. The sand says, you must find the dead. The tail says, we found them. A claw is brought, a wheel is turned, and the end is near to ground them. The priest said to the dead one, the priest tends to the
아이씨 이게 뭔
knows
소리야?
not, or cares too much. The cat whispered doubt to the knives. The knives nodded. From the earth
이상해.
born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled. Water
이거
mixed
뭐야?
with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child. Not for scales, scales they tip toward malice and quickened life adrift. The priest said to the dead, the priest knows not or cares not. The cat whispered, the knives nodded to from the earth born anew, cleansed through blood, frozen words, conjured life. Daylight's end is near, so it was said, and then signed it. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul entered while the other fled. Stout as oak, blood like wine, worthy was he. But ritual conjured is ritual complete. Frozen breath cannot halt
아이씨
speech.
이게 뭔 소리인지 모르겠다. 이거 뭐 뭔지 모르니까 지나갈게요. 괜히 휘말리고 싶지 않으니까. 잉? 뭔 말이야? 이게 뭔지 모르겠다. 저것도 무슨 미션이 있나봐요. 아, 왕자의 전당? 세이브 한번 해보자.
It was at the College of Winterhold that I learned this spell that made people naked. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It was all my idea, of course. Oh, I can show you if you like. Whoa, calm down. I didn't mean on
야,
me,
나
I was
빨가벗겨서
talking
뭐
about
하게?
on you.
뭐야? 불이 꺼졌어. 뭐지? 뭐야? 아저씨,
You all right? You look like you might be sick. You mean Rogbeer?
로그비요.
Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogbeer to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom. All my life, I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of our king.
공동묘지
before me,
관리인이구만.
see? I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades solitude. This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Toric, and now public executions.
아저씨 목소리 되게 좋다. 잘해놓고 산다. 예쁘다, 멋있다. 먹을 것도 많네, 이 양반은. 오, 방패 멋있네. 제국군 방패지, 이거. 무기 멋있는 거 많네. 아이쿠, 떨어졌네. 고양이 소리가 난다. 수고하세요. 이렇게 한 바퀴 돌았구나. 가자. 푸른 궁전이 저기잖아. 일단 푸른 궁전으로 가자고. 뭐요?
Do you think the Sabercats and Khajiit are somehow related? They do seem similar, except the Khajiits are more human.
푸른 궁전에 이 옷을 입고 가라고 한 게 기억나거든요. 이곳이 푸른 궁전. 뭐야 너는 또?
Sabeel Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human. Even, no, that honor is Sabeel Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor. And keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. Oh, I think you'll find that magic is rare in Skyrim. Winterhold, though, the college there has it in abundance. Look there if you wish to learn.
너 칼.
Make it! Have you come to visit the High Queen? Well, get in line. I've been waiting for weeks on account of that clumsy old executioner.
좀 비켜주세요.
There's no place left for lordmanship.
벌써 미션 중에 여기 있다. 엘리시프와 대화하기. 오케이. 아, 이거 또 미션 또 하나 더 있지. 오, 그래픽 쩐다 쩔어. 요리사야 요리사. 왜 고민하고 있어 요리사? 뭐가 부족해?
Folks at court won't admit it, but Sabil Stentor scares us all to death. Something just ain't right about that Sabil.
뭐
You know, I've never seen her eat a thing. That can't be natural. All right, back to slicing, dicing, and baking.
말만 하고 안 돌아가. 하녀들의 방인가 보다.
Oh,
깎고.
hello. Just
hello.
tidying up.
일하라우.
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
알겠어. 안녕 돌아서.
Please don't interrupt the court.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will.
I'm all ears.
send out a legion to scour
Well,
the
not
cave
literally,
and
of
secure the
course.
town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for.
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Vargas. You can rest
Da-
easy. You're dismissed.
Thane Bryling, what do you have to report about the state of Hafingar's defenses?
The news is the same as it's been for the rest of the war, Your Grace. Our border
왜 나도 말 좀 하자. 거기서 봐.
secure, but at the cost of the guards of our towns and roads.
I don't see any reason why we need them. As long as those dogs stay outside of our borders, we're fine.
The Stormcloaks are far from the only threat to the hold. The roads are beset by bandits and beasts, and now there's even talk of bloody dragons.
My dear Brian,
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
너한테
With
할
the
말
passing
있어.
of my dear husband Torrig, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward.
Less commerce means less money and more starving people. And that means more crime.
It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent.
뚜비뚜비.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. Why, thank you. You are most courteous, and I appreciate your dedication. Maybe you can help our people in this difficult time. You've done well.
가만 있어봐. 나 아직 말을 다 꺼냈어. 여왕.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that The real irony is that, well, trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership.
알았어.
So what other choice do we have?
그래. 알았고. 퀘스트 보자 이제. 이거 다 했지? 접근할 방법을 찾는 거지. 일단 저장하고요. 궁전 구경을 한번 합시다. 으쌰. 뭐요? 왜 그래? 뭐 가슴으로 미냐? 비켜. 야, 양쪽으로 그러면 안 된다. 비켜봐.
Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd light. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear up, the cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf. That was over 500
그리는 게 반이야. 싸우는 거는 한 5분의 1도 안 돼.
But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Of course it does. What sort of... Maybe you've been listening to Erica. There's been loose... You'll pay those rumors. She may be young, but Allison... You'd do well to remember that. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has... But we must have the support of the other. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away.
It is vital that we bring Ulfric to justice. But that cannot happen until his army of Stormcloaks is defeated utterly.
Told you that, did he? I'm sworn to protect you, Maillard, but I'm the last line of defense. The first line is the walls around the city, and the men who patrol them. Men who, I might add, we are precious short on.
I'm aware of that, Bulgar, and I appreciate your dedication. However, if we lose the war, the Guardsmen of Solitude will make little difference in the end.
No disrespect toward the General, but sometimes I wonder if he's got your best interest at heart. In any case, he won't be turning me into no Imperial soldier. I know my place, and it's at your side.
It comforts me to know that, Bulgar.
뭐야, 둘이 좋아하는겨? 너도 제
Please
사랑하지?
address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
왜 자꾸 사람들이 아프다 그러지? 가만히 있어봐. 나 아파? 나 아픈가? 목마른 갈증난 피곤한 냉기장 막내 약점 화염 장군 근육통 뭐야 근육통? 근육통 어떻게 해야 되는데? 별로 목도 안 마르구만. 왜 자꾸 아프다 그러는 거야? 야, 문 닫아봐. 여기 뭐 좋은 거 있을 것 같아. 네가 자꾸 밀어서 어지러워 임마. 밀지마. 아 짜식. 야 놀러와봐. 여기 있어. 여기 있으라고. 오, 안 집어지네. 짜잔한 걸 훔칠 있고. 왕의 시임실인가 보구만. 보안이 완전 허술하구만. 이 여왕이 손목 보호대인가봐. 이거 우리 소피아 줘야겠다. 이것도. 여왕의 방이었어. 소피아 어디 갔어? 너 거기 있어. 나 일로 와.
What is it? Well,
째려보지
I have
말고.
nothing better to do, I suppose.
Solitude will make a little difference in the end.
No disrespect toward the general, but sometimes I wonder if he's got your best interest at heart. In any case, he won't be turning me into no
왜 했던 말 또 해?
I know my place, and it's at your
여기
side.
봐, 먹을 거 되게 많아. 야,
It comforts me to know that, Bulgar.
와, 산의 짐인데? 먹을 수 있나 이거? 주문 좀 받아주세요. 그림의 떡이잖아. 오 뭐야? 너 방금 뭐 했어? 너 구르기 하지 않았냐 방금?
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule, my grace. By all accounts, waging war takes his every moment.
Again? We can't simply cancel the agreement with the Jarl. He serves in my capacity.
I'm afraid he can't. His authority comes from the Emperor, who you also serve and protect.
He uses all of Hofgard's resources and doesn't answer to me in the slightest. This hardly seems fair.
여기로 들어갈 방법을 찾으라는 거지.
The word rarely applied to politics, my grace. I'm afraid you must learn to accept this.
어떻게 찾지? 아, 하냐한테 얘기하면 되나?
Are you my gallant hero? Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Well, I suppose in that case it's okay to let you in. But only briefly.
야,
Be
이렇게
careful
뻔히
and
보고
come right
있는데?
back. Don't mess anything up while you're here. March his troops from the Blue Palace to Castle Tower in all their fight.
아하! 싸워라, 소피아. 얼마나 괜찮아 보자. 소피아 힘내. 아, 그 드래곤통 무식결에 먹었다가 씨. 가만히 있어봐. 아, 여기서부터구나. 아, 그 세이브는 해놨네. 으차차차차차. 되게 웃긴다. 카톡 통화. 아, 저 쇼다운 사람들이 하자 그래갖고 이거 잠깐만요. 벌써 화면 어디 있어? 저장 좀 하고. 아, 저장해놨지 이미. 아, 좀 이따가 쇼다운 하고 와서 스카이림 하겠습니다.